I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. Stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me to bust loose and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams, bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groovelicious. Groove knows who I am. 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm grooving.
Hello, Groove. David Lemon here. Welcome to Groove Q&A Live number 15. So excited to be here. I know you guys have a lot of questions, so we'll get them answered today. If you don't know who I am, if you're new to Groove, welcome. It's good that you're here. My name is David Lemon. I'm the manager that does all sorts of different things in Groove. I am the one that is kind of gathering the feedback from our users, connecting it to or communicating it with the developers, taking the founders' feedback, communicating it with the developers and the users. And that's basically most of my time, just basically a postman between departments. I also manage the apps in terms of priorities and in terms of what needs to get done ASAP. And I do also a lot of other things that are not the main focus of my time, but there's a lot of things that I do on there as well. So I just wanted to very quickly introduce myself for those people that may not know me yet. And what we are doing here every Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, is that I'm going live and I'm trying to answer all your questions that you may have. Would that be in marketing related? Would that be, okay, I'm starting up my business and I want to set up a system for it. What would you suggest? Or if it would be like, oh, David, I'm stuck with something. Where would I go if I would need to set up this and this? So any kind of questions that you have, you can just come and ask inside the comment section of these live streams. Would that be on Facebook, on Twitch, or YouTube? We're everywhere, and I'm happy to answer those questions for you. So if you can see the banner that is just scrolling at the bottom, you can ask your questions in the comments, but please just put a little Q in front of your questions so that I know that this is meant for me and not to somebody else that is kind of that is writing the comments in the live stream comment section. That's basically it. So I can see a lot of people are joining in. Jayco is here. Hey, David. I have a Facebook user here saying, hi, David. So if this is you, I would appreciate if you head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This is a link where when you approve, Facebook will give me permissions to see or give the platform permissions for me to see your profile image and your name. That's basically it. Just takes the image and the name information and then just allows me to see it. So that would be great if you could do that. All right, Mark and Mac is here. Hi, David. Good to be here. Jodamel Creations. Hello. First time joining in live with you, but watch most of your previous recordings. All right, perfect. It's good to have you here. All right, Daniel is here. Hey, David. Ismail is here. Hey. Marco Max saying SMTP live, got a mail today. And it is for you, yes. I mentioned it last week. For Groove Mail, we are starting slowly to roll out the Groove Mail SMTPs. We rolled it out to some of our selected people that we know have a very engaged community, but as time passes, we are rolling it out to more and more people. I will show you. I will show everybody today what type of email can you expect from us, and once you receive it, then you can start sending out emails with GrooveMail without any kind of external SMTP connections needed or required. You will still be able to use external connections, but it's not going to be a mandatory thing right now. Whoopee! Yes, whoopee. All right, so if you are new here, what we are doing usually is that we go over to Facebook and answer those questions there, because whenever I go live, I put up a post that looks like this: join us live on Q&A. If you have any questions, add them in the comments below so they get answered live. In certain cases, not everybody can manage to get on live, but I give everybody a chance to get their questions answered. So in these cases, I answer these questions first, so that people know that their questions will be answered even though they are not watching the live stream. So we have around 14 comments at this moment, and let's just start answering them one by one. All right, here's a question. I'm going to just zoom in and maybe turn off this banner at the bottom so that it doesn't annoy anyone. How to delete imported email list in GrooveMail. The list was imported in the CSV format available on GrooveMail. After uploading the list, contact numbers were automatically found appeared with a plus numeric sign. I raised ticket, but suggestion was given to me to delete contact one by one. Thousands of contacts is not possible. Is there any alternate way you have or under development? There is one thing that I would suggest, and then there is something that is going to be worked on, and I can actually tell you immediately when that is going to be. Give me just one moment. I believe Q2, but I will tell you a better estimate right now. So we have plans for a bulk modification of contacts and basically bulk actions within GrooveMail in general. So let me just show you what I mean by this. Just log in. All right. So whenever you go to your contacts here, you can select multiple contacts, but there's no bulk actions here. In certain apps, we have bulk actions, but in GrooveMail, in terms of contacts, it is still missing. So we will have bulk contact or bulk management of contacts. So for example, you want to select this and this contact and want to send them an email. That's going to be possible. For example, you want to delete these two contacts at the same time. That will be possible. If you want to delete all of these contacts that are appearing, and maybe even all of the 100 that are appearing on one page, is going to be possible. At this moment, this is not yet available, but we will have that. All right, I just want to access that spreadsheet where we mentioned exactly when this is going to be coming, so that I can tell you a better estimate than just what is coming. All right, action based on select contacts: delete, send email, tag, add to list, remove from list, and memberships, etc. That's coming in Q2, and it is scheduled for May. So that is just a target date we are trying to achieve. It is planned and it is coming. We want it as well. Like for example, in certain cases, you forgot to set up an automation, for example, and this bulk action will enable you to kind of add a tag and to all of those contacts, maybe in a list, and then all of those contacts will have the automation trigger because of the action that you did, added a tag. So we need that as well for ourselves as soon as possible, and at this moment we just have other things in the to-do list that we want to do, and this is basically set up as a target date for Q2 in May. So what is the thing I could suggest maybe to try now is manage the contacts on your CSV file. Basically open the CSV file that you uploaded, manage them there, and just re-upload it. When you re-upload and the contact is found already with an email and a name, All right, so this is the email, this is the name. If you re-upload your list, this contact is going to update with the new information. So in case you had the phone number wrong in your previous list, if you re-upload, the list will just update this contact. It's not going to create duplicate contact. So that's another thing that you could try, Rajiv. All right, let's move on to the next question. JC Khan, I'm trying to figure out how I can remove the gutter between the two containers. I don't see configure button. To do so, I can make this 100% of the block, but needs to be closed. Needs to close the gap between the containers. Can this be done? Yes, it can be done. Okay, I have columns here. So what you need to do is try to click in between these containers. All right, when you click inside, you will select the layout element. So this is a layout 333. All right. In certain cases, you have layout 2x2 or 2-2. You have some other layouts, maybe layout 1, for example. So maybe this one is going to be a layout 5-5-5-5. Here you can see, if you select this, you get a configure tab, and here you can select the gutter width of the layout. So this is where you set up the distance between the different containers. So if you set up to none, then you see there's no kind of wide spacing in between the different containers. If you set it up to extra large, and it's going to create this huge spacing in between. So you probably have selected a different element than what you needed. You selected a stylable element, and that's not the one. You should have the layout element selected, and then you can do all sorts of funky stuff. All right. Abhipal, how can I do affiliate marketing using GrooveSell for app downloads in Google Playstore and iOS apps downloads? That's not something that I think it is possible, because if it is in the App Store, if an app is in the App Store, then it's widely available to everybody. For affiliate marketing, you need an action. Let me just bring out my handy dandy Excalibur. All right, so you have, for example, let's just say a checkout form where we ask for users names, and let's just clone this, and the credit card information, and then there is a submit button here. Let's just make this appear with red. Let's just say that this is a submit button, and then this is our credit card checkout form. Right? So this is our checkout form. When somebody buys, you can do an action. I will add on here a GrooveSell checkout form. All right. GrooveSell is the one that is creating the affiliate program. So what you could do is you could get a free product or a paid product, and when somebody purchases, then you give them a page maybe that you create where you offer maybe 2 buttons, like download for iOS and download for Android. Let's just do this with a blue color, and then let's just do another one with red color. Right? So you can give them two call to actions, and then one will be download on here and download on there. So the important thing is that an action happens from a GrooveSell checkout form first. Would that be a free product or a paid product? This is what we are tracking, an action. So if then you have an affiliate program for this one, and let me just remove the background and maybe do a bigger stroke, something like this. So if you have an affiliate program for this, right, then this is going to be tracked. This is a way to do it. I don't think you really need an affiliate program for app downloads, but that's just my opinion. There are some platforms out there like what's it called? For example, Perkzilla. They do referral campaigns for different stuff, and I believe in this Perkzilla you have the app download as one of those things. So it's not a rewards unlocks. not sure if they call it like app downloads. There's another one that is called viral loops. They do referral campaigns, which is not affiliate marketing, but they just track the signups, so who invited who, and then they give you a link to invite more people. So let's see, referral, newsletter, referral, startup, pre-launch, milestone, tempting giveaway. I know that these guys have something for apps. So look into these two, Perxilla, and there are many more these types of viral referral contest campaign platforms that do basically this, because most of the times for apps you don't need a full affiliate program. There is no, like, most of the times you don't need commissions getting paid out. You just really want to track who referred who and get this kind of viral effect where people that got it, then they can promote it further. So that's my suggestion. You could do it, but it's not really created for that. All right, let's move on. What is the affiliate commission rate for people who join the silver account? Do they get 40 also with the 10% second tier? At this moment, yes. Hi David, love your videos and I appreciate attention to detail. I need help with these issues, please, and thank you in advance. All right, I'm trying to set up an option in GrooveSell for customer to prepay 3 months, then go 50 per month afterwards for 6 months. I try to do recurring installment, turning on enable trial with initial payment of 150, but when I get the actual published page, it is 150 a month after the initial payment. Let's see, customer to prepay 3 months, then go to 50 a month afterwards for 6 months. All right. So this would be an installment. It's an initial trial. So it's a trial for 3 months, then installment payment of $50 per month for 6 months. I tried recurring installment, turning on the enable trial. I don't think this needs a recurring installment. It just needs installments with a trial. All right, with initial payment of 150. But when I get the actual published page, it is 150 a month after the initial payment. Okay, let's double check. I always use this product. I butchered it like a lot so far. So all right, let's see. Let's create the exact scenario here. So there's a product for with a prepay for 3 months. So all right, so we're turning on the trial price. Let's just select installment, and trial price is going to be 150 for 3 months. All right, so this is the initial like upfront payment, and then there is another payment for $50 a month for 6 months. All right, so here we need $50 for 6 months, which is a number of months, and then we have installment, which is $50 monthly for 6 months. So that's the setup. All right, let's just click save. And I believe the issue was that you selected the recurring installment, but the recurring installment is not for this process. It is repeating this this installment of 50 monthly. It's recurring it in a year or every 2 years or things like that. So this is not meant for that. I believe what you explained to me, that this would be the proper setup. All right, so let's just save this one and let's have a look at how it appears on the checkout. Just going to get this last one because I hope this is the least butchered one. All right, so let's see. You may be right. It may be a thing we need to adjust. All right, I think I'll need to create a new checkout link because the tests I'm doing on these is just so Okay, I cannot type installment payments. All right, save and next. One step, let's just leave everything as it is on default. Look and feel, form fields, passwords, custom CSS, and here we have the link. Let's open it up. All right, so here we go. Initial payment of 150 for 3 months, then 6 additional monthly payments of $50. So I believe this is what you're looking for. Initial payment of 100 for 3 months. Yes, so it's not every month. So it's a 150 one-time payment, and then you have 3 months of time, and then afterwards there will be $50 per month, 6 months in a row. So that's what it does. The name over here, it does not matter. This section matters over here. The name I just didn't change from the product pricing point name, so that that's basically how you would set this up. Let's move on to the next question. I uploaded a CSV email list into GrooveMail under contacts, but it only says approved and there is no list visible under imported. Am I missing a step? I would say just reach out to our support team so they could look into it. If you actually imported your email list, not sure if I have on this account an imported list, but here you will have imported contacts. You will see the imports from here. All right, I didn't on this account, I don't have anything, but then you will see the actual total amount of people that were imported, and then when you go into contacts, you should see them over here. So that's basically how it would be. But if you are not seeing this, then please reach out to our support so they can see what may have gone wrong. Is there a place that one can go inside Groove to see when they will receive a payout from affiliate commissions earned? No, because there is no set date or set time or structure for that to see. When you're expecting affiliate payments are manual. So it's not a robotic system like only 3 days until your affiliate payments, only 2 days until affiliate. That's not something that anybody can kind of create, because maybe when we have an automated system and then it's kind of managed by Groove so that it's a guaranteed affiliate payment, then we could do this. But at this moment, when every creator, every product seller manages their own affiliate program, this just doesn't make sense because the affiliate payments are manual. So at this moment, you can see the payments you received, but cannot see when you will receive the future payments. All right. Thank you again for these videos. You're a true rock star. Question: can you do an example of using GrooveSell to track clicks on GrooveBlog on a blog in GrooveBlog? So yeah, so Jim, so when you're creating a tracking link, what you need to do is just go to GrooveSell, Tools, and then create tracking links from here. So what you're looking for is just basic tracking link. For example, let's just go to Groove.cm /blog, and let's just say that I want to send people to this blog. All right, and I will create a tracking link, GrooveCM blog block. All right, tracking link for Groove.cm blog. You can put it on a custom domain, but you don't necessarily have to. It is suggested, but so here is where you send the people. Do you want to send them to any type of URL? So I would just put this here, or it is your landing page, a page within GroovePages. So you select basically the funnel, or the this is a GrooveSell product landing page, or you could send them to an affiliate link. for GroovePages, we will have that in the new version of the tracking links. We have a whole list of improvements we want to do for the tracking links, so that's going to come there. But for the moment, you can just take any URL and send people there. All right, so you want to track your goals, vendor conversion, affiliate conversion. It does not really matter because you're just tracking the links. So if we can continue without it, it's good. Here, this is a cool thing because you can leave some pixels, analytics, or any kind of tracking of those tracking links. For example, let's just say you are sending people from your blog over to your funnel, but you want to make sure that they get pixeled when they are kind of moving over. So there's no sign up, there's no purchase event. It's just basically that they clicked. So you can track this click event by pasting in here Facebook pixel or a Pinterest pixel or Google pixel or something like that, just to track an event. When you're doing any type of solo ads, for example, you know the cost per click, so you can type that in here. And here you can also put these type of UTM parameters. That's just not necessary in this moment, but this is now your tracking link. So I would use this link in my Groove blog, for example. I'm just writing my blog post, and I'm going to use that link that GrooveSell gave me, so this one, and I'm going to send people to this link instead of directly to Groove.cm/blog. I'm going to create a blog post with this tracking link. It may not look sexy. You could make it sexy if you connect it to a custom domain, as I showed you earlier. But let's just, for example, go to this one and check out the new Groove.cm blog, right? And we can say, click here to see the new Groove.cm blog. All right, and I'm going to hyperlink this text and paste in my link. So these links are most of the time not beautiful, so I would suggest just hyperlinking it. And then when you basically publish it out and you kind of preview it, it takes a second to actually publish the post. There we go. So when you have published the post, you will see the actual link working and sending people over to groove.cm/blog. But first, it kind of halts for 1 second to kind of activate the tracking links or whatever you have set up. So now that we have actually created a tracking link, we have clicked on it, we can go out and we can click on this here, and then it says the impressions and unique. So it's basically tracking people on how many people clicked on it. It's very basic tracking at this moment, and we are also a translation issue here. We'll get that fixed, but you'll be able to go back in time and see the clicks, how many clicks happened on what day and things like that. If you set up some goals, like for example, when I mentioned the what's it called, solo ads, like the goals, you can set up different goals, and then you can have every click to act as a purchase, for example, or things like that. So you can track some better things with this as well. It's not only the impressions or clicks. So that's basically it. It's pretty basic, as I mentioned. You have other options for tracking, like Bitly, Cutly, Switchy. Switchy.io is the platform I suggest everybody to get. It's a link shortener, but they have also some extra functionality. They can put these UTM tags. They can do also um, like link cloaking. They can also do deep links, which is pretty cool. They have like real-time analytics, so it's a better platform that you could use. We probably won't have all of these functionalities for our tracking links, maybe in the future. But at this moment, if you would want to kind of have more information, not only how many clicks the link had, but also some more, then I would definitely recommend using something like this. Or there is also some other paid platforms that are just kind of over the top, like Click Magic. which is literally for tracking all sorts of different stuff. It's mainly used by affiliate marketers, advertisers, cost per click advertisers. Basically, they want to know exactly who, what, how many times, how much they earn with different clicks. So that's my suggestion. Switchy, you can get for a lifetime deal on AppSumo. It's very inexpensive, but it's the best platform you can get for tracking your links. All right, I went a little bit deeper than I should have, but let's move on. Brian Dunn has a question. If you enter a funnel for a tripwire offer, free offer, and upsell pages, leave it for a webinar in between those pages, and then come back into the funnel for the product upsell page, is that seen as a second hit? What do you mean second hit? What hit? If so, this would cut your EPC in half in the marketplace. What's the right ways to build this type of funnel and present accurate metrics in the affiliate marketplace using only Groove? So at this moment, if you would like to build out something like this, Brian, the thing is that the registration page is a separate entity. So there is the person needs to fill in their details on the product funnel offer page like this. Let's just say that this is a checkout page in GrooveSell, and you are transferring them over. So you cannot kind of automatically forward that information to Groove Webinar, which will be a possibility. But at this moment, there is two actions needed. Sign up and get the offer, sign up and register for the webinar. So it's basically two types of registrations are needed. Currently, yeah, as you mentioned, these are the webinar analytics. And these are the product funnel analytics. So these are two separate entities that you can connect together, but it's not going to show in the affiliate marketplace as metrics. And also at this moment, the metrics in the affiliate marketplace don't really show all of this information. So it's you don't need to worry about that, because the affiliate marketplace shows at the current version of the marketplace, which is going to get improved. It shows the information about the first product. Like, let's say you have a free sign up, then at this moment it shows $0. So it's kind of like, what? There is 18% commission for something that doesn't cost anything. Like, doesn't make sense. So there will be improvements also for the numbers here in the marketplace. This was actually coded already. We just need to check. So currently we don't check I believe some of the numbers are not kind of for the whole funnel, is just for the first product, but this is going to be changed because the numbers are shown here are incorrect, because if you take consideration of the whole funnel, then the refund rate, conversions, and the affiliate earnings per click and things like that are the numbers will change if it's considering the whole funnel. So yeah, that's basically it. So if this is your concern, it shouldn't be, because at this moment it's not showing the information other than the first product in the funnel. All right, are the new pricing plans out? If so, where can I access them? So the pricing plans are being worked on. I actually started creating the video, but then a power went out, so I have to do it all again. So here in the Xcolly draw, I showed it last week. I drew out the complete new setup. Okay, here we are. Completely new setup for Groove, and I recorded a video, or I started recording a video, but the power went out, so I was like, God. I need to record this, but basically the pricing is not changing much from what you can see right now on the website. So if you see the pricing plans on here, that's basically what will be. The way we present it is going to be different, and that's being worked on right now. So what we are doing is we are going to be removing the free option. There will be a starter and a pro package. But whenever you go over here, there's going to be a pop-up which shows to kind of get the free account first. We're not going to go immediately into the sale, because that's something that is kind of skipping the steps in the butterfly marketing funnel. So whatever action the users will have, and this is how it's going to be. So there will be a pro, and this is going to be the highlighted option. And then there is going to be a starter plan. Both of these options are going to show up a pop-up in the middle of the screen and say sign up for sign up for a free account first. When they sign up for a free account, then within the platform, we are going to give them different upgrade opportunities to kind of get this option, get that option. It even says here, special offers may be available during sign up, because our funnel, when somebody gets the free account, we will have a one-time offer, which is going to be a $199 monthly offer with we're considering a no payments for 30 days. This is not 100% sure yet, but we are considering something like a trial for 30 days. You don't pay anything for 30 days, and then you kind of get the $199 offer. Or if you decide to go kind of annually, then you pay $997 every 6 months. It's kind of the toggle switch that we have currently. So it's the monthly and the super saver kind of the switch. So you get a bit smaller pricing if you pay more in advance. All right, and then we are going to downsell them. So we will have a downsell as well for GroovePages Lite. I'm going to explain what that means later on, but we will have some other upgrade opportunities later on. We'll have the GroovePages kind of a bump offer. I'm going to explain that in the video. We're going to have a starter and a pro packages, which I showed you earlier. So there is going to be a lot of opportunities for upsell. And then we're going to show a premium plan as well for those that don't grab the OTO for $199 a month. So this is really going to be a one-time offer. Those people will be able to get the premium plan, which is something even better than these ones over here. It's basically a little bit more contacts and a little bit more. I don't know exactly what, but I'll need to double check. I have a full list written out, but it's basically the bumping contacts, and then there will be the capacity boosters. So that's basically it. This is the new pricing structure. There's not much more in the pricing plans. So the pricing plans are staying what you see here, but we will present it a little bit differently, which will be better for you guys, better for us, because there will be more upsell opportunities. There will be a very clear way of signups. So whenever you send somebody to our funnel, to our website, they will be cookied in and they will be signing up for a free account first. So that's kind of the first step of the funnel. Then we kind of upgrade them later on, and this way we will make more money. You will have more commissions, and everybody's happy with that. All right, so that's the update on the pricing plans. So yeah, no changes in terms of that. We just kind of present it a little bit different. I've created a form in GrooveMail. I'm not able to change the button color when I use that form in GroovePages. It was working fine, but now when I click on the button right side sidebar is not showing to change the property of the button. I actually checked this before we went live. And that's true. When you click on a form that was added like a couple days ago, there was an issue with the form. So this was with the phone field. There was a country selector and also a phone number with a country kind of inbuilt in there. So we had that fix deployed, but this caused, when you select the form submit button, the actual styling over here didn't show. So what you need to do is either reload the actual form, so click configure and update it, or just drag in a new form element. The team is working on getting this reset for all of the legacy kind of GrooveMail forms on Canvas. That's being worked on, but for the moment you can just try and click the update here on the form. So then later on you'll be able to select it, or just drag in a new GrooveMail element, that then you'll have the option to select it. All right. Is Groove going to have an automated invoicing system for tax purposes, where vendors and customers are being sent professional invoices automatically, including tax info and addresses, etc.? I'm trying to avoid doing this manually each time. And if not with Groove, then what's a great alternative? Hola, David. All right, David, thanks for the question. I think this is a great question because it is very relevant. When I say relevant, is because we talked about that yesterday with Mike. Yes, we will have that. So let me explain you. Actually, let me show you a sneak peek. We are working on GrooveSell. Is going to have a completely new UI. There's a lot of things that are planned for GrooveSell, but there's no good way for us to kind of display it within GrooveSell. So this is going to be a GrooveSell wizard. What you see, let me just open a GrooveSell wizard. When you go into a product wizard over here, this is kind of shown this way. We will have the same configuration, the same options, but it's going to be looking this like this. So it's going to be a vertical scroll instead of a horizontal scroll, because this way we can add many more things in the future. We could also take away some of the things and move them out, and it's still going to be kind of the same layout. So it's not a sideways wizard that we have right now. So this is going to be the new GrooveSell. And one of the things that we were talking about, so this is how you will do the price points. It's going to kind of slide out so you can kind of configure it here. One of the things that we were talking about yesterday was specifically for the invoicing, and this is definitely a planned thing. So there will be two things that we call an invoice. For creating an invoice, like getting paid, this is going to be coming over here for the price points. Not coming here, but it's going to look like this. Let's just say it like that. So whenever you create a price point, this is how you will be able to create an invoice. Like similarly, okay, click on the plus button, type in the information, the different products that you want, the pricing of the product, what other information you want to appear on the invoice, and then you can send it to somebody through GrooveMail. All right. There's another thing that is going to that's going to happen, and that is coming into the, I believe, in the contents. So here, the dynamic invoice widget. So this is something that we will have. You'll be able to use a thank you page or a dynamic invoice widget. At this moment, we'll just create a little widget from GrooveSell where you will be able to design it similarly to a proof pop-up or a proof widget, something like this. So you'll be able to kind of design it. It's going to be literally the table which will display the products that were purchased. It will also have two buttons. One is going to be kind of a download the invoice, and the other one is going to be contact support. So we'll have this dynamic invoice widget. It's still being kind of discussed and planned, but that's definitely something we need and want. So this dynamic invoice widget is going to be an HTML code that you drop onto your GroovePages. We'll create, of course, in GroovePages a specific element for it, like you put in on your thank you page. So you can design your thank you page like, congratulations, you have now purchased the products from the GrooveFunnels, I don't know, offer. You purchased the GrooveFunnels products. Here are the products that you purchased, and then this dynamic widget will display, okay, the first product, the second product, and the third product, the total amount was this one, and that's basically it. There will be a button, two buttons below, download invoice, contact support, and then that's basically, so it's going to be an embeddable widget. If you are using let's just say Elementor on WordPress or any other page builder, you'll still be able to use this widget, embed it on the other page builders, and sell through GrooveSell, but use other page builders. So this is something that we will do. You'll be able to customize the designs, and that's going to happen. This is going to be worked on. It's not something that we're working on right now. We are going to be focusing on some of the other functionalities that are needed to put this UI in action. But as you can see, it's going to be literally the same wizard with just a better UI, so it is more clear. It is not kind of saying that, oh my god, you need to do this and this and this and this. Like when you go right now into our wizard, it really guides you through, and it doesn't show like what is important and what is not. So it takes a long time to set up a product. But with a new UI, it's going to be much faster. There will be the product setup that are necessary, the product setup steps that are necessary, and the product setup steps that are optional. Like, for example, if you're only setting up one product, not a whole funnel, then you don't need an order bump, you don't need a funnel, you don't need extra specific tracking. You can go into these ones, but you don't necessarily have to. So that's what we're trying to kind of speed up the process. So let's move on. Order bumps is going to be the same. There is still some UI tasks to be done. When you see a comment here, that means that there's still some things that we need to do. Tracking codes, we are going to kind of show them in a specific step. Funnels, fulfillment will have its own new UI. The files will have its own new UI as well. We will have a file upload, or basically a file library, not this upload. It's going to be a library where you can select multiple files from GrooveMember file library and then upload it. Proof widget will get redesigned with its own kind of a customizer or a builder. And that's basically it. We'll have the links section, and then that's kind of the new wizard that we are creating for GrooveSell. So to answer your question, we are working on that one. You'll be able to send those professional invoices in emails, but you'll also be able to display them on a thank you page later on and allow people to download it immediately. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name, but I'm going to read a comment. Hello, David Lemon. First of all, I would like to thank you for your help. You helped me fix a lot of issues with Groove. Sometimes when I'm on the verge of quitting, here are my questions. GrooveMail form container is not working on when I click the submit button. I spoke to support. They said they will fix it soon, weeks ago. The embed form works, but we can't style it. And I just switched to Groove, and with this problem, the opt-in rate dropped, paid traffic, and limited on testing. Any idea when this will be fixed, please? So we had that issue with the button, but as I mentioned earlier, it's not. It's being fixed it was fixed for the new elements, but it is getting a fix for the let's just call them the older or legacy elements. Let me see if there's a news. No news around that. But if you just recreate your element, there shouldn't be any issues. Also with the embed form works, but we can style it. This is kind of true, but you can style it if you take an HTML form. So let me just show you. If you go to forms, and by the way, this is also something that we will do when you create your forms. We will have many more customization options here, like for colors, like for fonts, the borders, and all of these things that you see here will be possible to kind of improve. But what I wanted to say here, when you come to the last step, to embed, you can get the raw HTML, and then when you copy this one, it gives you basically HTML with CSS so that you can modify it. So you can do color red, font weight bold, and all sorts of different things. Embed text gray, 600, and things like that. So basically, when you embed this on the canvas, you can apply some custom CSS to it. There are tools out there that you can use, and let me just show you. Let's just embed that here. Right. And if we just preview, the form will load. So here is my form. It looks pretty ugly. If you want to kind of modify the embedded form, you could apply some CSS. I don't know CSS, so I use an extension which is called Easy CSS with a Z, which allows you to kind of click on different things like a button, for example, and then apply some different styling to it. But as you can see, it allows you to manage it. It's going to just require some custom CSS. So for example, if I want to go on and do some background modifications here, then you can apply some background settings as well, make it look like your page, and you can also change the borders, for example. If you don't want any color, like you remove those borders and things like that. So if you take the HTML form, you can modify it. So if you take the HTML embed code, you can modify it, but you just need a little bit of CSS or this extension, which is called Easy CSS. There is many more. This is just one of those that kind of visually help you customize the CSS on screen. So that's kind of it. But yeah, that was fixed. It works. Another related problem is with Zapier. GrooveMail and Zapier don't work. It only shows first name and last name and not email, phone number, and date created when you test it. It doesn't work. This is also important because we can send leads to data to clients. You could do that with the recipients. Like we will definitely check the Zapier one, but if you created a form, you could in the setup add forward responses to your clients, for example. So you can add here your recipients. At this moment I have 3 recipients, but you can add many more, as many as you want. So you go into your in your senders, and here you see recipients. You can create recipients. Is basically just the email of the person that you want to send the form responses to. Let's just say I am a website designer and I created a website for a flower shop. I'm going to create a recipient, which is the flower shop's email address. So I'm just going to type in flowershop@email.com, basically their email. I send them the I send them the OTP. This is a one-time password. They just need to click on the link from the email that they receive, and that's basically it. So you can add as many recipients as you want, and all of the form fields that are filled in will get forwarded to these recipients. So it's an automatic process. So you don't need to set up an automation if that's what you're looking for. But yes, with Zapier you can do many more things. So for that one, we'll need to just double check on how to do that. But or we'll need to see what the issue is, but we'll get that fixed. Andrew saying, hi David, I've been watching your video how to track Facebook pixel conversions on GrooveFunnels from 21st December 2020. Great video, thank you. I'm following your process for setting up pixel conversion events. All right. For the purchase pixel where we add the values per price point, do we still need to add these manually in GrooveSell product funnel setup wizard section 7? I'm asking because GrooveSell has updated since your video, and now we have enabled Facebook conversion API option. I'm wondering if we should use this new option now, and if so, how does this work? Honestly, I haven't gone into Facebook and I don't know what values they need, but the easiest way to learn it is just like search for it on YouTube. It's Facebook API. It's a conversions API, so CAPI, or just type in conversions setup. It will tell you exactly what you need to do from the Facebook side of things and what you need to do on your checkout platform side of things. So this is the best way to learn. If I would now need to create a video about that, which I will most probably, then I would just search for it on YouTube. There is many more like smarter people that have figured this out already. So I would just kind of look into this and learn it from here. I would also type in maybe funnel. So in case you have multiple products, how to actually do that with the funnel. Facebook conversions API funnel. Then even if it is for ClickFunnels or the other one, you can understand the process. I'll probably need to set this up for myself first so I can teach it. I just didn't use Facebook ads for some time now, and I just didn't look into it, but I will probably need to do that. But I'm just pointing you to the direction of where I would go if I would need to learn something. All right. So to answer your questions, I'm not 100% sure if you need those kind of values of how much the price is, but Facebook needs to have that information. So I guess you may need it. I'm not 100% certain. Has SMTP gone live? I received email today saying my credentials is registered verified with SMTP. Yes. So in case you received an email, I'm actually going to open it here off screen. If you received an email that looks like this, and that's the wrong email, just a moment. Uno momento. Here. If you received an email that looks like this, congratulations, your GrooveMail SMTP is ready. Congratulations, GrooveMail SMTP has been turned on for your account. Simply log into your account and visit the page to set up a new sender to GrooveMail SMTP or edit an existing one. You have chosen SMTP to the GrooveMail one at the top of your list. You can begin using GrooveMail SMTP today. Please visit our support department if you have any questions. So if you receive an email like this from info@groovedigital.com, then there's literally no questioning what this is. Your GrooveMail SMTP is ready. We have started turning it on for users, as I mentioned earlier. We started rolling it out to the people that we know have a very good connection with their audience, with their emails, because we can we kind of see from our side who gets the engaged lists, who has engaged lists, who has a lot of clicks and opens. We want to do a warm up with those users as well, because those users will help everybody else in the future. One of those users that we added on to our GrooveMail SMTP deal last week has said that the deliverability with GrooveMail currently is much better than SendGrid and the other platforms that he connected as external SMTPs, because many more emails get delivered into the inbox for the users and not into the other like promo tabs and things like that. So we are slowly rolling it out, and this is the reason why you may see this email that I showed you, that the GrooveMail SMTP is live. We are not rolling it out for thousands of users at the same time. We're going like 20, 50, maybe 100 max. And then we are slowly cranking it up. If you receive an email like I showed you, then you have access to it. If not, then you will have access to it soon. All right. Okay, so this was the last question from here. So I'm going to move on to the question to the last, from the live stream. And let me just scroll back up. Ooh, there's quite a lot of questions here. All right. Why can we not use GrooveVideo as a source of video for the video element instead of YouTube or Vimeo? You can use GrooveVideo everywhere. You can use it in Groove. Okay, maybe this is for GrooveKart. In GrooveKart, you would need to embed the video. So use in GrooveKart only. We don't have a GrooveVideo element yet. That's being worked on. But in GrooveBlog, GrooveMember, GroovePages, yeah, these are the three apps that we have kind of to create page assets. Every one of those have GrooveVideo. So that's the answer to this question. If you have GrooveKart, if this is related to GrooveKart, we will have that. All right, can you remind me of your font finder on Chrome that you use? I lost it and I can't remember the name of it. Work great. It's Fonts Ninja. Fonts Ninja. Just type it into Google. Fonts Ninja. It's a little Chrome extension that is super handy. When you hover over any type of font, it shows you the font size, the kind of the text width, and if you have kind of any spacing in between the words, the color, it shows you the font name and the type, and it's pretty handy if you want to really clone the site. So if you want to do proper funnel hacking or proper design hacking, then this is very handy because it gives you all of the details that you need. So Fonts Ninja. Okie dokie. Kevin is here. Hi, David. Been busy with a new job selling RVs, which doesn't let me get on as much as I used to. Glad to be off today and be here. Perfect. Thank you very much, Kevin, to be here. Hopefully it's going good. Hopefully you can use some of these techniques for selling those RVs. All right. How to add mega menu to the nav bar. Is there a specific training on this? There's no specific training because it's literally a two-step thing to do. So what you need to do is first have a page with navigation. And let me just start a new site with a pre-made template so I don't have to recreate anything from scratch. So if I go to new sites, I'm going to start a complete site or start from a complete site template. I'm going to just select this plumber website for mega menu. All right. While it gets created, I will tell you just that the elements that you need is a navigation menu here on top, and you need a mega menu created. So let's just see what we have here. Let's just move the home. Maybe we don't need even home. Of course, we need a home, but the home page we don't need. All right, so let's just create a services page. I'm going to call services. This is not necessary, but I'm just doing it for this demo, just to have it a bit prettier. So services page is kind of the first. Then we have about us and things like that. So now we have services, and then we have residential services, commercial services. We have drain cleaning services that we can move in. And we have water heater services. Here we go. So now on our home page, we will have this structure shown, like services, and then we have all of this. All right. In certain cases, this type of dropdown is not sexy enough, not good enough. Maybe you have a lot of pages that you want to kind of give to users immediately, and a lot of these just text dropdowns just don't look very good. So we enabled a mega menu. So mega menu can be done on pages that don't have any kind of stacking of pages. Like for example, if I move all of these out, now I can put a mega menu on here by just clicking these three dots and clicking edit mega menu. All right. And that's basically it. Now I created a mega menu page. So what I can do now is bring in a mega menu block, for example. If you want one option to slide down, then you can show this one. Or if you want 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, you can use any of these. It's basically just a normal builder. It just allows you to kind of create these types of mega menus. So for example, here you can type in residential services. You can type in, I don't know, cleaning services, plumbing services, whatever. So you can list all your services, put in icons, and everything is editable like in a normal page. So once you're done with this one, you can click save and exit. And then you go from the mega menu editor, you go back to the pages editor. All right, so now we're in the pages editor, and the services now has a drop down. It's not a pages drop down, but it's a mega menu drop down. As you can see, when you hover over this arrow pointing down, it says page contains a mega menu. So it's here. You see? So let's just check how it looks on the live page. So when we hover over this one, it takes a couple of seconds for it to load the first time you do it. So when you hover over this, in a couple of seconds, it will show up. Let's actually publish this page, maybe just to do some space here in the menu. Let's just publish this out. Oops. Wrong button. All right, so let's see if it shows up this time. So we have the normal drop down and we have a mega menu drop down, which isn't really showing where I wanted it to be, but we can, it could be probably because I moved things around afterwards. Let's see it now. But hopefully this is a good enough tutorial so that you can know how to create it. All right, so I switched these over. Let's just refresh one more time. So services should be on the first place. Let's see why it's not. All right. Here we go. The services, and this drops down, and then you can link each and every one of these lines onto a specific item or a specific service. So instead of this, you can have something cool like this. Yeah, that's basically a short tutorial on how to manage the mega menus. Hopefully this is helpful for you. All right, well, let's move on. Hi, David, could you update the timeline release for further app updates, particularly GrooveMember and GrooveMail? I know a lot of good stuff is planned, but not seen many updates recently and eager to see further progress. The thing is, why I didn't update it is because it would have been delayed. There is a couple of things that we are working on that is taking longer than expected. So if I would have said, okay, this is going to be coming in March, then it's going to be, we are going to have a lot of backslash, a lot of people complaining. So I actually have a full list of things that I wanted to publish, but I'm not quite sure if we could deliver all of those on time, and that will cause a lot of complaints. So I prefer to kind of communicate it on these Q&As. I know that having a list is great. I will need to communicate again with the developers about the target dates, update those target dates, and after that I could release it. But the ones we had kind of agreed on in January, those target dates, most of those items got delayed because of a couple of tasks. Like for example, the email builder. The email builder took much longer than we wanted it to be. Also, the activity logs and the new automation, that's also taking much longer than we anticipated. So I'll need to get the new target dates and from the GrooveMail and GrooveMember team, and then update those first. So that's why it's not showing up yet. I could do like only by quarters, but that could be wrong as well because of these delays. So yeah, that's basically the reason why it's not out yet. Are there any daily send restrictions with the Groove SMTP? On the free version SendGrid there were. No, Groove SMTP, there is no daily send restrictions. It's basically the platform that we promised at the beginning with GrooveMail. If you have with the limits that you have is the 25K contacts, that's the limit. The daily sending is unlimited, and basically that's what you purchased with GrooveMail. Hey David, once we type the same URL of Groove.cm, how are we getting different web pages? We are doing A/B testing. At this moment, if you're talking about like when you go to Grooves.cm, in certain cases you see one version, in certain cases you see other version. We are doing A/B testing. We are doing our job to find what converts the best, and this is how we find the winners, and this is how we find the highest converting pages and sites. We are using an external tool for A/B testing. I believe it's Visual A/B test or something like that. It's a very popular A/B testing platform that I believe even ClickFunnels is using. I may not be correct anymore because they have improved their technology. But anyway, a lot of these kind of top players in the marketing world are using this platform. We're doing this A/B testing to make sure we know which copy, which videos, which images, which buttons, which colors convert the best. So that's what we are doing, and that's why you may see different versions. We will have A/B testing built into Groove as well, and that's planned this year. And you'll be able to do the same for your pages. For the GrooveKart video element, been having issues uploading multiple times but not showing video element. So GrooveKart video element, we do not have a video element that is connected to GrooveVideo. So this must be something that is connected with YouTube. I'm not quite sure what you mean by uploaded multiple times, but it's not showing in video element. So with the GrooveKart video element, you just need to drop in the YouTube link, so the YouTube URL. If you are having issues, please reach out to our support. I'm not quite sure what issues you're having, what links you tried or what you tried to upload. So reach out to our support, please, so they can look into it. Any update on built-in SMTP? I actually mentioned it, so I'm not going to repeat that. What is the name of the app that you're using for the funnel sketches and drawing? It's called XcaliDraw. It's a pretty handy tool. It's called XcaliDraw. It's basically when you type it in, then you get dropped in a canvas that I really use. I just move sideways, and it's a free tool everybody can use, and I use it a lot. So yeah, that's basically XcaliDraw. They have a plus version, but I just didn't find it necessary. The free version is more than enough. Can we get inbuilt SMTP? Yes, that's coming to everybody. As I mentioned, it's slowly being rolled out. Can I set up a group with recurring charge and a butterfly marketing affiliate program that one tracks free members and pays the affiliate recurring commissions when they upgrade to different levels? Yes, that's what we are doing as well. Makes all members affiliates automatically, switches them to be different affiliate terms as they upgrade to different levels. I believe this could be done with the purchase the product, and then you basically add them as an affiliate on a custom commission. So yes, everything you are mentioning so far stands out. The first one is something that we are doing right now. The second one, we won't be having different affiliate commissions for silver and gold. We're just having different commissions for paid and unpaid. But yes, you could do that. I see that the SMTP sender is still showing SendGrid as default. Can I go ahead and change it to GrooveMail SMTP as default? Yes, you could. Can I set up a membership with recurring charge and butterfly marketing affiliate program to one track free members and pay affiliates recurring commissions when they upgrade to different levels? I believe I just answered that one. Yes, the answer is yes, Kevin. And this is the same question I just answered. And I see some people discussing GrooveMail SMTP here. When will it be available to all lifetime platinum members? There is no like end date when it's going to be available to everybody. We started rolling them out. When could we expect the portal connectivity with GrooveMember 2? That's a very good question. I also asked. I don't think I got an answer to this one yet, but I think this is a Q2 task. So in Q2, I'm certain that we will have it. Cesar has a question. I would like to know how I can send you a template designed in Groove or another friend who also works with Groove so that you can use it and customize it. All right, there's I believe the same question 2 times. So Cesar, you could do this. You have a site or a template or a design that you created in Groove. What you could do is go into settings here in the sidebar and click share site. This allows you to create a link, and once you share this link with a user that is either not a Groove user, they would be able to go and create their account. If they create an account from here, it's going to be signed up as your affiliate. I'm in incognito, so it's not counting the cookie right now. So it's going to count as your affiliate. But if you, for example, share the link with somebody else and that has a Groove account, and then if they log in and then click on the link, then they will be able to import the site. I unfortunately don't have, I'm on, this account is a free account, so I would need to delete one to be able to import it. Let's just see if I delete this and this. Now I should be able to import the site. So just by creating a share link from your site, it allows you to create these shareable sites designs. And now in my free account, I have the page that I shared with the services mega menu, with the commercial services, and all of the pages are over here. And if I exit, as you can see, this is a free account right here. The preview is generating, but I shared it just by creating this link. So that's the answer to your question. All right. So I only caught bits. All right, let me just move it here. Bits and pieces. Is Groove not offering free level anymore? Yes, we are, and we're focusing more and more on the free access levels, or not free access levels, but the free version of Groove. So we are not removing it. There were kind of ideas and kind of thinking of what would happen if we would remove it, because it's really a powerful platform, and we give a lot, like not only in terms of limits, like you can have 500 contacts on a free account, you can have X amount of pages and X amounts of sites and X amounts of domain and X amounts of all sorts of different things. But it's not only one app, it's many apps. Unlimited, sorry, not anymore. So it's GrooveKart stores, it's GrooveSell products. Yeah, unlimited GrooveSell products, GrooveMember memberships, and all sorts of different things on your custom domain, which is just unheard of. Like, free accounts usually don't allow you to have custom domains, and that's exactly what we are allowing people. I'm an extremely new user, and I'm in a program, and they provide done-for-you funnels they made on Click. Can they be imported here from Click? We need a funnel builder for a class, and it's kind of forcing us to use Click, but it's $100 a month. Where can someone just start from scratch, very baby scratch? All right, so with Click, you mean ClickFunnels, I believe. They do have this $300 a month pricing. With GrooveFunnels, you could have the similar technology, or basically the similar results with even a free account. So what Groove provides is a platform that has a free account, which is comparable to some other platforms' paid accounts. So even if you start from super baby steps or very baby steps scratch, then you can use Groove to kind of get in, learn, test things out, play with it, see if this works for you, if this doesn't work for you, and just not need to commit and pay. There are pros and cons of committing and basically paying up front and then using the platform, because then you're like, oh my god, I want to get my money back as soon as possible, so I'm going to learn everything as much as I can. But with Groove, it gives you this flexibility. Okay, I know I have full-time job, I have kids at home, I don't really have a lot of time to do this. I really want to, but in certain days it just does not kind of fit in to the day. So with Groove, you can rest assured that you're not going to be charged if you're on a free account, and you have the flexibility to, okay, one day you can do this, so you will go in, and the next day you just cannot afford it. And if you kind of have to pay monthly, then it's just very, very hard. So with Groove, just by knowing that you have a very, very good free account that you don't have to worry about, and you can learn as you go, it's already better than the click. Hi, David. Thanks for answering my question about Facebook event conversions. I understand the Facebook API. The question is, where do we add the price point values within GrooveSell? Thanks. That would be in that boxes there. So you connect the Facebook API within the settings of GrooveSell, but then there are, when you enable the Facebook API boxes, or those, let me just show you here. Here, enable Facebook conversion API. You select the pixel, and then here you should see some more information where you add those things in. But also, I believe we may have added the price points, because some platforms don't allow you to do everything per price point. So even if you don't see, I actually didn't turn it on because I don't have a Facebook conversion API set up from my Facebook ads manager. It may be that also because we give you the options to do this per price point, you don't necessarily have to provide that information because the price point is giving that information. So the price point knows that this one is initial payments of this much, and then the pricing is this much, and then the other price point is this much. So because we give you this itemized, oops, sorry, you didn't see anything. Because we give you this itemized option. So the first price point, the second price point, I believe it works automatically because the price point is managed here, and then the second price point is managed here. That information should be all sent within the conversion API. That's how I think it works. I haven't set it up yet to test it fully. Our developers were testing it out, but I haven't played with my Facebook Business Manager yet. Hi, David, got online late, so apologies if you have covered this. If you did, let me know and I will look at the replay. I am having challenges to edit the form submit button. When I click on it, when using GroovePages, does not give the edit option on the right hand side. Yes, I managed to answer this, I believe, 2 times. The answer to this one is to try and go and update the form. If that does not work, go and bring in a new form and just modify it to match your needs. We have fixed the actual submit button issues, but it is for the new forms. It seems like I have communicated with our team the other day, and I asked them to do it for the legacy forms as well, those that are on Canvas. So not everybody needs to kind of go and refresh. It works, like the form fields work, but when you want to go inside the canvas and edit it, it just does not show the styling editor anymore. So that's the only issue that we are working on, but there is a way around it for the moment. Another question, David. After designing a web page for a funnel on a client, can I generate his username and password so that he can manage only that web page for a funnel? Thank you in advance for your answer. That's going to happen. That's basically being worked on. What you're talking about is a team member management. We are working with our team on the team member management, and we are close to having it on the test account and the test servers. So next week you'll be able to see how it works. There's a lot of things that need to be done for that one. We're working on that for almost a half a year now. It's a very complex task because how our apps are communicating with each other, and we are working towards that. I would say in March not, but in April we will have that for sure. Like definitely, we're very close to having that all tested and working. And I also showed demos from our previous calls, dev calls. So it's It's being worked on heavily. It's not available yet. It's going to come most probably in April. How to set up conversion APIs for Facebook ads for lead generation funnel. This was a question earlier. I mentioned that I haven't set it up myself yet, but if you would like to learn how to set up the Facebook part of it, just type in on YouTube like Facebook API conversion, Facebook conversion API setup, and it's going to show you how to do it. But with GrooveSell, it's pretty simple. But honestly, I haven't created my API code yet, so I didn't test it out. But it's available within GrooveSell. In GrooveKart, it's going to be available as well. I believe in Q2 that's coming. Also, Groove for Dummies question: what program are you using to stream that makes you go to the bottom of the screen like alive like this YouTube? Michelle, I'm using OBS. OBS is Open Broadcasting Software or something like that. So if you type in OBS, it's Open Broadcaster Software. It's basically free to download. You can use it. And what OBS does is it gives you a virtual camera. So here you can see virtual camera. Virtual camera is that you create these scenes. Like, for example, I can switch from this side to this side, and then I can switch to this and just a screen without me in it. So it allows you to create these different screens, as you can see here in the images. Oh, so not screens, but scenes. So this is one scene. This is another scene. This is another scene. So basically, all of these scenes are created here, and then you can manage. Okay, this scene will have myself here in this corner, but the actual desktop will be in the background. And then, for example, you create another scene which is going to look like this one. So I am going to be in this corner, but my profile will be here, for example. Like, you create these scenes in OBS, and then with the virtual camera, it basically acts like a camera. So when you go and share on StreamYard, on Skype, on Zoom, you actually share OBS to be your camera and not your webcam or not your DSLR that you connected. So it's OBS is going to kind of handle the image, and it's just going to show it as a camera feed. So that's basically that's how this technology works. All right, let's move back and let me answer some of the other questions that were asked. Great demo on the mega menu, David. Thank you. My pleasure, Daniel. Hello, David. Where do I find the link to see the bunch short videos that Simon Leung speaks about that is now available? If you go to our YouTube channel, that's literally all you have to do. So just click into Groove Digital YouTube, and all these small videos are here. So these are SEO related videos, but we also have some of these videos that are not having thumbnails yet. For example, adding a member in GrooveMember, or integrating PayPal with Groove, finding promo links in Groove Affiliate, adding TXT DNS records, Groove Webinar orientation, GrooveVideo orientation, GrooveSell orientation, GroovePages orientation. All of these are basically just uploaded here inside our YouTube channel. GroovePages Builder editing columns and blocks. It's a 50-second video. GroovePages Builder understanding blocks and elements. There is a 38-second video. And yeah, there's a bunch of these. There's an intro to Groove and all its apps. For example, it's a 5-minute 41-second video. So in case you're looking for those, you can find them there. I believe they are also created on a playlist. Yeah, so GroovePages customization sidebar. For example, these are all the videos for GroovePages. You see, all the videos for the sidebar. We may have other playlists as well that are related to, let's see. We may not have created them yet, but all of the videos are here. So I'm going to check with the guys if those other videos also need to be put in a playlist. But that's basically it. You have orientation videos for almost every app. It's not almost, it's literally every app. So affiliate, blog, cart, mail, member, pages, sell, video, webinar, all of them are here. So yeah, these are the videos. We are adding more and more as time passes. All right. Thanks for that, Mega Menu. That looks cool. Yep. Yes, vid element was for GrooveKart. How soon you think you will add the video as a source aside from YouTube and Vimeo? If soon, we'll wait before creating a YouTube channel for GrooveKart videos. You don't have to wait, Jodamal Creations. You can literally use Groove videos already. There is no need to wait. Let me just show you how. So you are talking about GrooveKart and you're talking about Groove videos. I'm just going to open Groove Video in here. I just go into one of my stores and here I have my Groove Video library. Also, we have published the option where you take a YouTube video, you copy the link, and you add a Groove video with a YouTube URL. Oops, you paste it with your keyboard. All right, and then when you play, this is a YouTube video playing in a Groove video player without any branding. So on YouTube, you will have the branding, the subscribe, you will have all sorts of different things at the when the video ends. You will have these types of things. This is not happening anymore if you bring in a YouTube video to Groove Video. So this allows you to actually have a YouTube channel and, for example, upload all of your videos to YouTube channel unlisted and then use them in the Groove apps. Let's just use this video, which is Groove. I don't know what it shows.
A website builder can still create SEO-friendly pages.
It's something Groove. I cannot type Groove SEO video. All right, Groove SEO video. All right, so let's just click save and actually save and exit. Now I have a Groove SEO video I uploaded here. It's a YouTube video, so it's sourced from YouTube, but I'm going to use this in GrooveKart. So let me just go into the builder in GrooveKart, and I'm going to show you how to use it in GrooveKart. So for example, now we have here my home page, and this is my home page. It looks okay, but let's just say that I want to put in here a video. So here I'll just delete this section, and instead of this button, I will just show a video. All right, so I go to elements in GrooveKart, I will go to content, and I will drag in an HTML code. All right, I'm just going to drop it here below the text. Click on the HTML code, go to settings, and paste my code here. All right, so what I need to do is just come to Groove Video, get video, and just click the copy button. Go back to GrooveKart, paste it, and save. Oh, now we have a video on my GrooveKart store, and this is a Groove video. So if I'm able to select it like this, copy, if I paste it in here, we can go and see how the video looks like on the front page. And that's basically it. So I have a Groove video on my GrooveKart store, and as you can see, it is working nicely. So there's no reason to wait. You can do all sorts of things with this one. If you want to make it smaller, then you can basically scale it down. If you want to put it in containers, you can do that. If you want to use anything, you can. It's just through code right now. We are going to do an element in the media element, the video element. It's going to have the options to kind of select the Groove video in here, but at this moment that's not available right now. But still, you can use Groove videos in GrooveKart. All right. When I link a button on my page to website, when I click the button, should it go to the website before I publish? When I link a button on my page to a website, when I click the button, should it go to the website before I publish? No, it should not go to the website. Only when you publish, and then when you actually visit the published site, then it should go to the button. if you just preview, buttons won't work. It says it actually within the preview. So I imagine that you connected your site in GroovePages, like for example, and when you click it here, it allows you to edit it. But for example, in the preview, you're now previewing your site. It says it here at the bottom that the preview mode is for current page only. Links are disabled. So any kind of links, link to another page or any type of link that you think will kind of trigger, won't trigger. It will show the button, but it's not going to show you the functionality. In order to see that, you need to publish the site. So you publish the site, then you visit the site, and then the buttons will work basically where you have connected them to. All right. How does that mega menu that you showed function on mobile phones? It displays nicely because it is made responsive, but you also have the toggle on mobile phones, or you also have the toggle to turn it off on mobile phones. So let me just show you real quick here. So if you have a mega menu on this page, you can edit the mega menu, and here on the side you can deactivate it on certain devices. Maybe the smaller devices, and leave it only on the bigger devices. So for the smaller devices, you may want to create a different menu and then show it on these devices only, but the mega menu will show only on these two devices. You could also do a mega menu full width or static width, that you can actually change the width, and you can also change the alignment and things like that. So in terms of that one, you're pretty much covered. If you don't want to show on mobile device, you don't necessarily have to. You could test it out, but I believe it's not a big deal. Let's actually check. Yeah, so in this case, because it's it's a mobile menu. In this scenario, it looks okay. But I believe on a mobile, you need to click it so that it triggers. But in certain cases, like these, for example, it's not looking pretty good. So yeah, you can decide where you want to show it and where you don't want to show it. But I believe this looks pretty good. Although mega menus are not something you want on mobile version of the site. So if I would do my site, I would definitely just duplicate this navigation. Duplicate the navigation over here, which is this button, or clone, and then select the nav menu and exclude the services, and then maybe create another page or another menu element which will show the normal menu, like this one for mobile. So yeah, that's an option. Okay. Hi everyone. I never wanted to miss these Q&As. The information David covers is gold. Thank you, David. My pleasure, Jody. My pleasure. With the GrooveMail SMTP, will it show the mail tracking, opens, clicks, etc.? Yes. Thanks, David. Really appreciate the help. My pleasure, Andrew. Thank you. That just helped me fix something. Perfect. There we go. That's why I'm here. Portals. When adding a membership to a portal, I cannot see the membership I created to add it to a portal. Can you do a quick demo? I must be missing a step. Lewis, you're probably trying to do the version 2 membership. The version 2 doesn't work with the portals yet. That was a question earlier today. We will have that working in Q2. That's not available yet. Hi, David. Do you know when the Paystack payment gateway will be available on Groove as payment gateway? Yes, it's going to come in April. This is being worked on right now. So we did, I believe we are finalizing Molly right now, and then Paystack and Razorpay are in the works. Will Groove have something similar to Club Award? Yes, we have a lot of different things that we have in plan. For the moment, it's not the main focus for us right now. I think we will have smaller wins, Like, we don't want to only encourage, oh my god, you did 1 million, so now you're a big guy. We really want to celebrate the small wins as well. This is something that Donna mentioned multiple times in our Q&As. The first $100, like people making $100 with their funnels, this needs to be celebrated. This is a start to something big. So we want to be there with you, celebrate it with you. We will have these smaller awards as well. We're just not there yet at this moment. This year we're really focusing on making the best videos, support, marketing, and of course the platform. I believe later this year, or maybe next year, we can focus on the awards, while all of these previous steps and the systems are currently in place. Not currently, but already in place. When creating a form in GrooveMail, if you give the form redirect or thank you, what happens if you also give the submit button a direction in GroovePages? It's just an override. Do you need it in both places? No. Or does it work against each other or send it twice when you trigger tags? No, it's just an override. So if you set it up in GrooveMail forms, you can leave that in GroovePages blank. It's still going to work. But if you kind of select a different thank you page in GroovePages, it's going to be an override. Which one should I leave blank, if any? Like, leave GroovePages one blank. It's going to just take over the GrooveMail functionality. Can you play the YouTube video at a certain time or in the video in GrooveKart instead of playing it from the beginning? It needs to play from the beginning. We don't have in GrooveVideo like play from, or like you embed, you take a long YouTube video and then you just say like a timestamp, for example, like play from that many seconds. It is playing the whole video. Is there a Groove for Dummies playlist on YouTube? I found by video 3 on training, I was getting it was getting a little too advanced lingo and the simple steps were somewhat missed. Well, it's a very hard to do a dummies playlist. Like, if you want to do a really basic, like how deep would you need to go? Like, we never know who is on what level with their knowledge. Some people just don't know anything, like turn on the computer and that's basically their knowledge. So we really don't want to go and create videos on how to go into Chrome, how to open Groove, how it's like there needs to be a basic understanding of technologies in order to create a web business. Unfortunately, there's no around that. So if you know how to use Facebook, if you know how to upload videos on YouTube, you should be able to follow the steps that we give here. If you think something is a little too advanced, that just means that you need to learn a little bit more on that one. What you didn't understand, you need to learn more on that one. So it just gives you the cue on what you may be missing. So that's something that you should learn. But the best way to learn is like children learn: go in and play. Like, go literally just jump into the platform and look around. If you are not scared of clicking a button, like nothing is going to explode. Like, open up a test website like I did earlier. Just select a template, click around and say, okay, I'm going to now make this pink. I'm going to change the video. I'm going to change the images. I'm going to change the text. Like, if you succeed with that one, you learn something yourself. It's not only by, okay, watch the video, then do exactly like that, because if they don't cover each and every aspect of it, then I'm going to comment that it's not full video. It's not a full walkthrough. Like, the best way to learn is play. Whatever you do in life, that's the best way to learn. So with this one, with a free account with Groove, you really can just take it, play, and make a lot of money. So it's a very profitable play or toy that you can do, you can get. So that's my suggestion. Like, we do have a lot of types of people. Like, Elliot teaches exact things, how to click and where it does it go and what does it do in a couple minutes. I do these longer Q&As and I did walkthroughs, like step by step. Some of my videos may be advanced for you. Some of my videos are maybe just too basic for other people. So we cannot kind of match each person's level of understanding, but the best way to get there, best way to kind of be on a basic level is to just go in and play. Not sure if my question was already answered. Can I upload pre-built funnels from ClickFunnels to Groove? I have so many, or do I have to do from scratch? Michelle, ClickFunnels uses a different technology than ours, than we do. So their funnels cannot be uploaded, or their templates cannot be uploaded into Groove, unfortunately. We are working on an importer. We have a plan to have this ClickFunnels importer that is going to import kind of the 80% of the template or the page. There will still work need to be done with it, but it's going to kind of help out. This is being worked on. I believe this is coming early April. It was supposed to be in Q1, but there are some things that we still need to kind of figure out how to do. Currently, we can bring over the content, but not the styling. So now we're working on how to actually bring over the styling as well, and how to recognize the actual styling of each and every element. You may not understand this if you're just starting out, but for everybody else that is watching, I just want to kind of give an update on that. Can you explain the difference between a static percentage and parent percentage when using the size? When do you use each? So I could actually, yeah, I'm going to share my screen and show you here. So let's see. All right. So we have this container. All right. So here in the bottom, you can see that this is a container. And this container is, let's just say 100% width. All right. So this is 100%. This border on the left and this border on the right makes this 100%. So this this container is also 100% to the upper container. So the container inside the container cannot go further because it's relative to the parent. So the relative to the parent means that if something is inside of something, it cannot go bigger if it is if the parent container, which is this big container, is this big, and the container inside cannot go further. All right, with the settings of the relative to the parent. With a fixed width, you can make it go outside that barrier. As you can see here, you can make it much bigger. It goes past the previous container. So it depends. In certain cases, for example, let's just say this image is in a container that is this big. You see, if you want to make the size of the image bigger, you can make it bigger by using the fixed width. If you don't want to allow it to go outside the barriers of the container that is keeping it, so for example, this one, if you don't want to have the image move outside, then you can use the sizing option relative to the parent. And let me show you what happens if we do that. Relative to the parent, it can only go as big as the container borders allow it to go to. So that's the difference in there. So if we move into the container, you can see that this is the container. So left and right, this is the container. And if we select the image, it's literally touching the borders of the container. If we move it back, you can see that the container still stayed here, but the image is now here. So it's not as big as the container. So that's the difference in there. There's another sizing option, which is auto. It just finds the best option that it can have. Here in the height, so this was for fixed width and relative to the parent. For the height, there is another option, which is full screen, like a full width. Like it recognizes how big the screen is, and then it fits the element towards that. And then the other one that I mentioned. So this full screen width is pretty cool when you're using, like, for example, if I just remove this section, and now this block is kind of pretty big, but it does not cover the whole screen. Like at this moment, there is still a little bit of space in here. So if I select the block and I go to size, and set up the height to be 100% of the width. Now it filled up the screen. So if I preview it, the block will cover my screen in here. You see? So the whole screen will be covered by this block from top to bottom. If I move back, if I don't put it full screen or the full width, then it's just going to be the width that it was set up previously. So that's one of those options. Hopefully this helps. All right, let's see. I don't know where I stopped. Hold on. Okay, there. How do I get to be an expert? You get to be an expert by just doing something a lot of times. There's no way around it. Like there was a I don't know who said that, but there's a difference between people that do a task 100 times or 1,000 times or 10,000 times or 100,000 times. Like, for example, masters in their skills, like electricians or pediatricians or people that are working with, I don't know, with anything, literally. If you do the same task, the same job for a long time, you can get better, you can get more proficient. It's just more experience. So to be an expert, that means that you went through a lot of things inside your life, inside your craft, inside your niche. You learn things, you gained experience, you really know a lot about it. You spend a lot of hours doing that task, and that will be making you an expert. That's the only thing. People call themselves gurus. I cringe the word guru. What is a guru? Guru is previously a guru was a person that could help you with your problems. Nowadays, a guru is a person that you want to run away from. If somebody says I'm a guru, that just, like, I don't know. It's just a bad word in my experience. Now with this new bro marketing stuff, I'm a guru of marketing. I'm an expert, and guru is in kind of used very often inside the marketing world. People want to sell themselves as something, basically make people believe that they are better than others. They use these words, experts and guru, but you should strive to not only become a guru or become an expert. You should strive to just be better. Like, if you want to be 1% better every day, then you'll get to that expert level very fast. Where can I learn more? On the site. I'm new here for your information. So my suggestion is just first know what you would like to do. Like, you're new, but you still want to create something. What is the thing that you want to create? Why did you join Groove? Like, if you want to learn how to make money, then you need a tactic or a strategy on how to make money. There is many strategies online. Like, you want to do affiliate marketing, you want to sell your own products, you want to do e-commerce, you want to there is a lot of different ways. You want to sell services, you want to sell digital products, you want to sell time, like coaching or consulting. What is it that you know how to do? What is it that you could do? What is that you really want to do? So think of that. That should be your first thing. Once you know what you want to do, then look into how others do it. Like, for example, you want to be a digital agency. Have a look how other digital agencies sell their products. Most of the time there is a website or a funnel. There are maybe agents that do consultations with clients. Like, you go on a website, fill out the form, then you give them a call. Like, think about what are the processes, what are the assets that you need to have in order to achieve the goal that you want. Then once you know what you want, what you need to have in order to do that, then look into specifically how to achieve that goal with Groove. Like, if you want to build a website, there are tutorials how to do that. If you want to create a membership site, there is a video on how to do that. If you want to sell something, there are videos on how to do that. So that's basically what I suggest to everybody. Great training, by the way. You're very Great training, by the way, especially for the newbie. You're very patient. Thank you very much. GFP. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll think that it's a positive thing. So thank you very much. All right, Victor has a question. Hi, David. What's the philosophy behind GrooveMember version 1 versus 2? Is version 1 just a better version or an alternative, a complementary one? And version 2 will be the final version. No version 3 coming, right? We never know. We never know. At this moment, we are not planning version 2 or version 3. Version 2 is what we want to kind of improve. We want to put in all of our time, effort, and basically all of the features that we gathered from the past couple of months and years. We want to bring into version 2. The difference between version 1 and version 2 is that version 1 was created with the thinking like, we already have a page builder, which is called GroovePages. Why not just use the GroovePages page builder and put it in a structure of category, subcategory, and post? Like, you could create these categorization, allow people to build their pages there on Canvas, and that's basically a membership site. So we could call it done. That was version 1. Version 2 is created with a thinking, all right, we see that this drag and dropping and things like that is not working well for users. It takes much longer to build a membership site. So what could we do that is kind of a puzzles? Like, there are pre-made blocks, let's just say like Legos, pre-made blocks that you can just fit together and call it a membership site or a membership platform. So this is with the version 2 how we kind of set up. We are doing these sections like a video section or a content section or a FAQ section or an audio section and things like that. So these sections are those building blocks, and we put in the categorization, and then we make it simpler to create. With the version 1, you had to drag and drop and position and then left align, center aligned, and then move and then size and things like that. With the version 2, you don't necessarily need all of those options, and that's why we removed it. We just don't need to size everything custom on your membership site. So that's why we kind of, in version 2, we decided we will move all of those custom powerful options and just kind of fit it into what is really useful, what is needed in a membership site. We automatically sorted many issues like mobile responsiveness. We sorted a lot of other issues with access and things like that. Speed was another thing. Like, we really, in version 1, we took a page builder and converted it to be a membership builder, which is not the best for speed, because this extra categorization and basically we built on top of a page builder, and that's just not that wasn't suited for things. Like, we would need to do a lot of fixing to be on the level where we are now with version 2. So we decided, okay, it's better if we rebuild with faster technologies, with better kind of these blocks. So there is no issues with drag and drop, and my content is appearing here, my content is appearing there, I put it here. So that's kind of the issues that we sorted with the version 2. It's not going to be an alternative. Version 1 is going to move away as soon as it's out from beta. We call it a beta. It's really a, let's call it sandbox. It's still being heavily developed, and it does not have all of the functionalities that the version 1 had. We're slowly moving towards that, but it's not going to be an alternative. Version 2 is going to be GrooveMember. Like, there will not be version 1, version 2 after it is out of this sandbox. We think end of Q2 will be when GrooveMember version 2 is out of sandbox. There's things like progress bars. We want to do automations and tagging. We want to do more with, for example, the dripping of the content. We want to do more with the different blocks and the canvas related things, like the different types of content that you put on there, and things like that. Like, there is still a lot of work for us to do. And once it's done, once we say, okay, yeah, I think we have all of the functionalities a version 1 had, then we will move it out of the sandbox mode, and we'll just call it GrooveMember. when I Google my name, my Groove landing page does not come up. Is there a way to make it show up when my name is Googled, or will I need another website such as WordPress to have my landing page show up when Googled? It does not have anything to do with the technology. It's just that Google needs to know that your page exists. There is a thing that is called indexing. Your page hasn't been indexed yet. That means your Google does not know that your page is up online. In certain cases, when you leave Google to index, or basically to find your website and to kind of put it in the search results, it can be a couple days or a couple weeks. So it's not an instant process, and it's not related to technology at all. But you could speed that up as well. So let me just show you. Real quick. I'm just going to go into a platform that can help you speed up the process of Google finding you. So if you type in Google search console, okay, I'm just going to open it up. I've done that the other day. So when you open Google search console, you can put in your domain over here, and you can request Google to give you permissions to manage your site. So for example, I have a site which is called Progress Factory. This is something that I'm working on with my dad. Here I can specifically request, okay, Google, now go and please index my site. For example, if I type in the domain Progress Factory, I requested indexing, and I can say, all right, I want Google to go and request and index this page to put it inside Google. Once it's done, it's going to show me the information. Like, for example, URL is unknown to Google, so I can go and request indexing. So I'm telling Google, hey, Google, this is my site. It is up online. I'm ready, so that you can go in and then put it in the search results. So that's something that you can do. You can also upload the sitemap. A sitemap is a thing that helps Google understand the structure of your website. All right, here is the home page. You have another page, which is an About Us page. You have another home page, which is a services page. You have another page, which is, I don't know, contact page, for example. And basically you request indexing from Google. So it basically does it here, and this Google Search Console can help. All right, so indexing requested. And same thing with Bing, or Microsoft. Bing Search Console, they have the same thing in Bing Webmaster Tools. So if you're doing this kind of SEO, just do it also on Bing. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just literally requesting Bing as well to find your website. So whenever people are searching for your site, they're going to find it. As I mentioned, you can leave it up to Google and the search engines to find your site. It may take up to a couple of days, weeks, even months to get there, but you can request that and make it faster. Are you currently working on Tablet Builder in all? Currently working on Tablet Builder in all the mobile versions? I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you currently working on the Tablet Builder? I'm not sure I understand, Jody. Hi, David. I changed one of my pages URL, but it's still going to the old URL. I need help. It may be caching. It may be that wasn't published correctly. I do not know. It needs to be looked into. Please reach out to our support team so they can check what happened. All right, guys, I see there is a lot of questions on here, and it is many more than I can actually answer right now. I've been already here for 2 hours. I usually try to keep these for 2 hours. So I will wrap it up right now. Maybe answer one more question from Frank. I can see here, but there's just a lot of questions that I just didn't get to. I don't want to sit here for 4 hours. I usually keep these Q&As for 2 hours long, so that I cover as much as I can within these 2 hours. So it's not an issue for those people as well that are watching the replay. Let's just mention this one. In GrooveKart, how can I duplicate the page that I built out? I like duplicate the page and change some elements, but don't want to rebuild it. So not every page you can duplicate. At this moment, we have done the task for cloning product page layouts. I believe this is still being tested by the devs. But for example, if you created a new page, this is like just a normal page that you want, you can without any issues duplicate. So let's just see a test page. URL is missing. All right, test page. Right. So test page, you can. Oh, we don't have it here either. All right, then I think that we need to add it for this pages. I know that we are working on the product layout pages. Like when you go here, we will have a clone option here for product layouts. I thought that we had it here for the pages. I'll need to double check with the team. I was in the thinking that we already have it. Not sure why we do not. But yeah, we'll get that added on for sure. So yeah, sorry about that. I thought that we already added that in there. So we do not have that yet. We will have it for sure. Outstanding achievement to that question. Everyone's achievements are important. Outstanding answer to that question. Yes, I agree with that. All right. When is Q2? Q2 is the April, May, and June, the next 3 months in the year. So that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to wrap up. There is a very, very cool presentation happening today. If you haven't seen, head over to our Facebook group. If you haven't registered yet, you should have gotten emails about it. But if you just go into the Facebook group, you can see a pinned post how to discover how to make and flip niche sites for $2,000 plus in 2 weeks. Jay Cruz is a very popular name in the marketing industry. He's well known with these types of strategies, and this fits in with Groove perfectly. You really want to have a page builder that allows you to create unlimited sites just like in one click. Like literally, you go into GroovePages with one click, you can create a site. And if you could basically create a site for a niche and then sell it to somebody, like you can do that unlimited time. So this is very, very well fitting with Groove. So if you haven't registered, make sure you register and look into it. This is a very, very cool presentation. All right, so that's basically it for today. I know I didn't manage to answer all of your questions, and I do apologize. We're going to do another Q&A next week, so I will be there and answer the rest of the questions. If you have any questions in the meantime, please reach out to our support team or ask questions in the Facebook community if these are questions not tech related, but maybe recommendations or questions that you're looking for help with in terms of strategy and things like that. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for being here. I hope I managed to answer your questions. I hope I helped you move forward with your projects. And then let's meet next week, same day, same time, same day, and hopefully we'll both be there. All right, thank you very much. See you next week on Wednesday. Bye-bye.